morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. I'm Dylan and welcome to Crimes Garden Care. Today, I'm doing kind of a quick overview of our stihl MS194T, our top handle saw. This is the main top handle saw I use when we're doing prunings, pollarding, pretty much any type of work where we don't need a high CC saw. This is what I use it. For those of you that don't know, this is a top handle saw, meaning that the throttle is at the top of the saw, and you hold it more like this rather than a rear handle where you hold it back here. These saws are designed for arborists or tree surgeons using up a tree, hence why they're top handle. They're used for confined spaces. They're really not designed to be used in the ground, but some people do. This saw here is running a 12-inch chain in it, bar and chain. They can run 14 considering a 32cc saw, but I prefer to run a 12-inch in it because most of our work is pruning and like I said, pollarding and line clearance and stuff like that, compared to the removals and all we do. Like I said, I got this saw brand new there back in April, so it's been used a fair bit. It really had what, third or fourth tank of gas, tank of petrol through it, because it's been mad busy with school and all the last couple of months and finishing up. So I do use this saw a fair bit. We do have another, there's our other top handle, my Husqvarna T540 with a 14-inch. These kind of are the perfect duo. This is the big stuff, this is the small stuff. So I can't compare it to this because this is the 50cc saw. So starting off, a lot of people do dislike these saws simply because they're no 201. And if you know what, if you're in the tree industry now, everyone says get a 201, they're well worth it. Personally, I think they're extra weight to be carrying around if you're pruning. Obviously, if you're doing large removals, they're brilliant for it. They'll do a lot better than this will. But if your most of your work is pruning or just doing clearance or whatever, this is the perfect saw for you. Or even the 150 might even be better for you. But as I said, this saw here, it's not too heavy. I don't know an exact weight in it. It's not an M-tronic saw, so you can adjust the carburetor in it, and there is primer bulbs on it. So you do have to manually choke the carb each time you want to start it. I do love this saw. Like I said, it's a bit dirty. I'm going to give him a good clean now, but there's a few things I like and a few things I dislike about the saw, and I'll run you through them now. Starting off, like I said, it's 32cc, so it's nowhere near the 50cc 201. A lot of people do say get yourself a 201. Again, like I said, I don't know why they're thinking that for pruning. It's extra weight. Still say you can run a 14-inch bar in it. I doubt it. It's perfect with a 12-inch. That's what I mainly use it for. You can get another 10-inch for it as well, but I think it runs 12 perfectly fine. It's going to be going 10-inch go for a 150. It's got a side tension. No, it's got side tensioning as well in it. That's standard with all stihl saws, pro saws, and it's got a captive bar nut, so I don't have to worry about losing it. It's kind of like they built this saw kind of for professionals, but not for professionals, if you know what I mean. It's kind of, they got professional bits in it, but again, it's still very kind of basic at the same time. I paid €575 for the saw when we got it, brand new. That's the going as of 2022, April 2022. That was the going price for them. I know saws have increased in prices. That's another reason why I got this, was because I couldn't afford a 201, and I had my T540 anyway for the bigger stuff. So like I said, it's not M-tronic, so you can adjust your carburetor, high, your low, and your idle speeds on it. So I do know a lot of people do like that about saws. They don't like M-tronic. Personally, I'm hit or miss about it. If it works great, but again, to do with problems later on down the road. Like I do have M-tronic 362s in there, and if you're rebuilding them, they're hassle. But you can't adjust the car. I haven't had to yet. It's still kind of in its breaking period because it doesn't really get used much because we've been busy. But that's what's on the back of it. On the back of it's got tubeless fuel filter, air filter cover even. So it's not too bad. You can kind of just quickly, if you're up a tree, flip it out. It's got your D-ring here, which again is all a bit stiff because it's all new. But you've got your D-ring here at the back of it for, I can't get out, but D-ring at the back of it for your harness if you're climbing. So it just clips onto you there. Then this side here, that's one of the chokes. There's two chokes. I'll show you how to start the saw later on. But that's the choke at the back of it. Flick that down there, like that. It's fairly simple. Primer bulb, people hate. I know some people like primer bulbs, some people don't. It's more lines at the end of the day to corrode, long run. But as of now, it's perfectly fine. You got your starter here, which is kind of bugs me, is that it's a non-elastic starter. So you're paying for a top handle saw, which is meant for professionals, and you don't get a professional handle on it. This is the same one as on my 50C strimmer. So that's kind of that's the one thing I would say I don't like about the saw, is that the starter there in it, because if you do get on a compression stroke, you do feel it. You've got your bar and oil at the top in the front of it, whereas compared to the 201, which is at the back of it, which means the saw is more balanced towards the front of it. But again, I like it because I have my other top handle, having my cheap one was like that, so I am very used to it. And the echoes do run it as well, and I do like it like that. But always 2-stroke at the front, at the top, bar oil at the bottom. So they are the new flippy caps, as I call them, meaning that you do flip them up like that, and then you twist them. Again, I like these ones way in position because you can't get sawdust underneath there, but on the 362s there has once you get sawdust in there. You've got your bumper spikes in the front. They're actually plastic, so they will wear away, and they don't dig in as much. But like I said, I'm mainly doing pruning, so anything 12 inches or bigger I don't take with the saw. It goes to the T540 after that, or even bigger 362s. But that's the saw there. It's got a 2-post chain brake on it, so it is kind of, you're not going to break it off. I do know some saws run the 1-post. They still handle as the 201, so if you do run the 201 and the 200s, you do kind of get a feel for it. It's the exact same. It is like I said, the 2021 model, even though I bought it in 2022. It's the 194 TC, 114 decibels. Yeah, and that's really all it says on the handle of it. So, you know, it is a good saw. I do love it. I know people dislike them. Personally, I haven't had an issue with it yet. I do know people that do run them, and they do love them. But that's it. It's very basic. Like I said, it's a top handle. It's a saw. It's not really designed to go and be luxury. Like I've ran this for probably about 6 hours of a tree in total, and I've had any issues with it so far. You know, it's comfortable to use. It's lightweight in the harness. It is a kind of little ripper. I do love it. They do take very, very well to ports as well. If you are into porting your saws, they do take very well to them. I'm not porting this because it's still under warranty, but they do accept them very, very well. So yeah, I'll show you how to start the saw because I was very confused when I first got the saw because I don't like reading manuals. So I'll show you how to start it now, and then I'll hopefully get a video of it cutting in the coming weeks because I have to put the T540 against the electric T540 and put this against the electric T540. So that's I'm hoping to go and actually put this against the electric top handle as well at some stage as well. But that's it there. Like I said, it's lightweight considering like the two of these. Like this is lighter. I do like this one better. It's still, I do like still. There's nothing, like I said, I really can't fault about the saw yet. I haven't ran it through much wood. Like I said, all the jobs has been mainly pruning, so I haven't actually done removals with it yet. So I'll have to go and try it out with that. But if you're if you're starting off and you need a top handle, this is perfect for you. It's not cheap, but it's not too expensive. It's 12 inches is perfect. It's really kind of a get into the industry saw. And if you're doing clearance, it's perfect for it because 12 inches, that's all you really need. If you're doing line clearance, if you're doing any form of utility clearance or anything like that, pruning, street tree, then it's perfect. Hence why I went for it. But again, I do people compare this to the T540s, the 201s, and you can't. They're two different saws. If you put up on a Facebook group, which I did, everyone says, "Oh, just scrap that, get yourself a 201." The two different saws, the two different CCs. That's like comparing a Jeep to a tractor for pulling capacity. They're two completely different vehicles. So that's just one thing to look out for. But yeah, I do love the saw. It's a bit dirty. I have to clean it. But yeah, that's it. I'll show you the video of how to start it now because I was very confused by that. But yeah, that's it. It's like I said, it's a top-handed professional saw, so like realistically, arborists should be using it because they're not really designed for use in the ground. They're designed for in-tree pruning. AV system on it, I absolutely love it. It's like so comfy. You don't get the fatigue from running on it. And yeah, it's got an outboard clutch in it. I'm not going to decide to cover off it, but it's got an outboard clutch in it, which is standard on all stihl top handles, rather than inboard. But if you move to the rear handles, are all inboard. But yeah, that's it. That's one of stihl's top handles. Make three of them: the 150, the 194, and then the 201. And that's the middle one there. And I do love it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this kind of quick overview of the 194T. I'll be doing a proper breakdown in it once I get a few more hours on it, and I'll be doing a video of it running against, like I said, the electric top handle, the electric stihl one, which is the 161T, I think, and then the T540i and the T540 itself. So thank you very much. Sorry for the lack of uploads the past few weeks, months even. It's just been mental with school, and I'm finishing up hopefully in 3 weeks time, so I'll have the entire rest of my life to make YouTube videos. And I apologise for the audio. I bought a Bluetooth mic, but it's not working, so it's, you know, stuck with the phone audio for now, but I'll be like I said, we upgrade in the future. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and if you have any other video ideas, please comment down below and I'll listen to them, hopefully, if I can do it. Thank you all, and goodbye. Lost and insecure.